महाराष्ट्र सीटी एंड अभिषेक सर हैं आपके साथ। अभिषेक सर C2C में आई थिंक बहुत सारे बच्चों ने पढ़ा भी है अभिषेक सर से बाय द वे। एंड फॉर द फैक्ट अभिषेक सर इज एन alumni ऑफ जमनालाल बजाज। ही विल बी हेल्पिंग यू, इट्स जस्ट अ नोबल वर्क दैट इज डूइंग, कि बच्चों को फ्री में गाइडेंस देना है। सो आज अभिषेक सर आपके साथ 1-to-1 बात करने वाले हैं एंड ही विल टॉक टू यू। जो भी आपकी सीईटी के रिलेटेड जो भी क्वेरीज है उसका आंसर आपको मिलेगा। अगले 60 दिन में बजाज कैसे क्रैक कर सकते हैं हम, राइट? क्या स्ट्रैटेजी होगी 99.93 94 95 के लिए? सो दिस इज गोइंग टू बी जस्ट अ चिट चैट काइंड ऑफ अ सेशन, जहां पे आप इनसे बात करो, इनको क्वेश्चंस पूछो। एंड ही आल्सो हैज हिज ओन एजेंडा, नो डाउट अबाउट इट। Joy Singh finally. I know a lot of people been waiting for this CET sort of sessions. बट गाइस अभी C2C के चैनल के ऊपर बहुत सारे CET के आपको वीडियोस दिखने वाले हैं। अभिषेक सर के भी वीडियोस आएंगे स्ट्रैटेजी वाले, मेरे खुद के वीडियोस आएंगे स्ट्रैटेजी वाले। अभिषेक सर आपके यूट्यूब लाइव पे आके आपसे बात करेंगे, प्लस अभिषेक सर आपको कुछ पढ़ाने भी वाले हैं। सो हम प्रोबेबली इन अ वीक्स टाइम 2 या 3 हम सेशंस ऐसे करेंगे जहां पे हम आपको सीईटी ओरिएंटेड कंटेंट फ्री में पढ़ाने वाले हैं। एंड प्रोग्राम ऑन हो चुका है सीईटी का C2C के साथ। इफ यू वांट टू ज्वाइन वी कैन ज्वाइन, दैट्स नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम। बट यस, अगर आप सीईटी ओरिएंटेड बच्चा हो, स्टूडेंट हो, तो मेक श्योर करना कि आप चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, बिकॉज सीईटी ओरिएंटेड यहाँ पे बहुत ज्यादा चीजें आपको मिलेगी। अभिषेक सर, यू गो अहेड, यू टेक दिस सेशन अहेड एंड आई टेक यू लीव
हाँ
नाउ एंड आई एम गोना मेक यू होस्ट यहाँ पे। ठीक है, सो यू गो अहेड, यू
हाँ
कंटिन्यू विद द सेशन
yeah
एंड इफ यू नीड मी जस्ट लेट मी नो। ठीक है,
definitely,
चलो
thank you sir, thanks a lot. Yeah.
ओवर टू यू, बाय।
Yep. So yeah, hi everyone. I think it's my second YouTube live. Not that good with it, but yep. So guys, how we will do it is so I have some agenda, of course, and what we can do is we can also take your questions in between. So I mean, it is suggested that whatever the questions that you may have, just shoot it in the chat box and don't just worry about it. Matlab, we are all in the same boat, so you can ask me any question. Okay, anything about CET, maybe if you want some motivation, maybe you can talk about the life at JBIMS or something like that. I mean, I'm happy to share my experience as well. So let me quickly take your questions, and in the meantime, I mean, I'll be taking both things, like the questions, and at the same time, I'll also be explaining you some part about CET. Let's see how it goes. Okay. So I have my phone with me. Let me quickly take the questions. uh ओके, SIMC GE टॉपिक पहले बता दिया. ओके, आई थिंक दैट्स नॉट रिगार्डिंग CET. Okay, so Vedant will be having some sessions lined up, so don't worry, we have a lot of sessions lined up. We will be taking them, don't worry about that. Non-Maharashtrian candidate, safe score CET, MSc Finance and MHRD for JBIMS. Okay, so see, for MSc Finance, I can talk about JBIMS MMS first of all. So for MMS, for a non-Maharashtra, that is the AI All India candidate, you must need a 99.99 percentile, okay, in either CMAT or CET. Talking about MSc Finance and MHRD, although we don't have the solid data as such available, but a good score, I would say somewhere around 99.5, 99.6 plus. Yeah, somewhere around that, I would say is a good score. So yeah, I mean, that's definitely a good score if you are targeting MHRD or for that matter MSc Finance. So by the way, guys, the registration deadline is extended. So if you guys haven't registered yet, I request you to please register in on the CET portal. I think the new deadline, according to them, is 10th of February. Yeah, 10th of February it is. It was initially 31st of Jan, but I don't know, due to some reason they have extended it. I mean, they do it every time. So if you haven't registered so far, just register, and just don't think about it if you want to attempt CET or not. I mean, just register for it. Okay. Anyways, it's going to be what, only 800 or 1000 rupees if I'm not wrong. So you can do that. I'm not sure exactly about the registration fees for this year. I think it was 1500 or something. I'm not sure exactly. You'll have to check that. But yeah, if you guys haven't registered so far, please do register. 10th of February is the last date, so do that. And so the thing is, why I'm saying everyone to register is that we don't know what is going to happen on the D day. I mean, there are several examples that I mean, there was this example that one of my batchmates, so he got I believe 97 or 97, 96 percentile odd in the last year's CET. But last year when I gave CET, he got 99.9 plus and he got into JBIMS. So we never know what's going to happen on the D day. Okay? Even if you're prepared, even if you're not prepared, even if you have prepared for CAT or maybe for some non-CAT exams, I request you to please, register for CET. So it's very important to register. So yeah, let me check. I think I have some questions. So can non-Maharashtra candidate give CET? Vatsal, I mean, that's the confusion. I don't know, for some reason, a lot of non-Maharashtra candidates, they do have this question always, that can a non-Maharashtra candidate apply for CET? So yes, the answer for the question is yes, you can apply. The non-Maharashtra candidates can apply, but the cutoff will vary for sure. The cutoff for the domicile, that is Maharashtra candidates, is different, and the cutoff for non-Maharashtra candidates is going to be different altogether. So yeah, you can apply. Uh, Talking about the percentile, the rough percentile that we have is, for the open candidate, we need somewhere around, open Maharashtra candidate, we need somewhere around 99.92, 93, 91, here and there, some 0.1 percentile change here and there. That's the that's the cutoff which is going to be there for the Maharashtra candidates. But for the non-Maharashtra, that is the all India candidate, cutoff is going to be 99.99. In exams like CET, CMAT, or for that matter CAT, they do also accept CAT. ATMA MAT, there is we are not sure as such as of now. So there is no news as such if if the office, I mean, if the institute is going to allow the ATMA MAT scores or not. But as of now, CMAT, CET, and CAT, these are the three exams that they accept for the non Maharashtra candidates. So yeah. Um, so can you keep marathon solving mocks, and which topic marathons to solve quickly? So Gaurav, I think you're talking about the PYQs or something like that. So yeah, we are planning some similar sort of sessions for the YouTube live, where we will be solving some PYQs from the last year. Hence, as CET has published the last year's paper, so I think we can do that this year. For CET 2025, of course, is going to be a very good source where you can where you can just attend the sessions and see how. Again, I'm not saying that I'm someone who you should learn from, but of course, looking at the experience that I have from CET from the last 3 years, I've been attempting CET, so I know what sort of questions are going to be there and how to tackle them, in a quicker manner. So this is definitely going to help you. So definitely that sort of sessions we can plan. Of course, if you have some idea about such sessions, the suggestions are welcome. I mean, you can put it down in the chat box, or maybe after this video you can put it down in the comments as well. We are happy to have a look at them, and maybe we can do that accordingly. But it's a good suggestion, by the way. Prajwal, देखे है again, I don't think so, Prajwal. I'm a right person to talk about this, but again, I haven't heard of anything as such. I'm not sure exactly what are you talking about, but let me just see if I can get some information about that. I'm not sure. Yeah, Ansh. I'm a CAT aspirant. Sorry, I'm a CA aspirant. I casually applied for CMAT because my little sister had to. Okay, I didn't want to see 3 hours out of examination center, so I took the exam and got 288 in slot one. What should I do? Uh, Ansh, are you talking about like selecting a B school from the score that you have currently, or what exactly? I'm not. The question is not clear. I think if you can, if you, without any preparation, if you can get to 88, maybe you can give it a try for CET, and why not with preparation, right? Because anyways, if you're preparing for CA, maybe I'm not sure if we have any common common pattern here, and I mean, the syllabus is common or not. Of course, it's not going to be the same for sure. But definitely you can give it a try. But I want you to give it a try with some amount of preparation this time, so that you never know what's going to happen on D-Day, and definitely you might get some unexpected results as well. So why not to give it a try, right? Yeah, definitely. You can fill the CET form and you can appear for the CET examination. But of course, with the score that you have in your hand, 288, you should not apply for any B schools as of now, is my suggestion. You should prepare for CET this year, 2025, of course, and yeah, accordingly you can decide if you want to go ahead with this score or not. But this the score that you have right now for CMAT is not a good score as such at all to apply for any of the B schools. For that matter, you'll not get the top 5 B schools that you may be looking for, right? So CET के vocab के words नहीं हो पा रहा है, क्या कर सकते हैं? अच्छा, so vocabulary, see, CET में, in fact, it's not only for CET, it's for non-CAT examinations. So for vocabulary, I must say, if you are a very beginner, then you should start reading something. Okay. Now, when I started with, with CET, or for that matter, for CAT exams, what I used to do is I used to read a lot of stuff which I was interested in. For example, I'm very much interested, or I'm a cricket enthusiast. So what I used to do is I used to read a lot of cricket related articles, which used to keep me, engaged in that article. At the same time, I learned some different words through that route as well. That's one of the method that you can try for sure. In fact, I'm an MCU fan, so I used to read a lot of stuff, a lot of articles on internet about the Marvel movies and overall about comic book and everything. So that really gave me some sort of edge. And at the same time, you can also try this book called as Word Power Made Easy. It's available everywhere. Literally, I think 100 rupee book, a red color 100 rupee book called as Word Power Made Easy by Norman List. It's going to be a very helpful tool for you if you are a beginner. Okay, so try using such methods and see if you can increase your vocabulary by, let's say, 500 to 1000 words. I mean, again, no one can guarantee that you'll be able to solve every question based out of vocabulary, but if you can at least give it a try, then something is better than nothing, right? So you can start with this. I mean, this is something which I would suggest you to start, if especially if you are a beginner, right? So that helped me. So I'm expecting that it will help you also. I'm a Maharashtra domicile for JBIMS and Sidnam. What is the cutoff? Is there a diversity quota? Uh, So Vedant, what do you exactly mean by diversity? I mean, are you talking about so basically the cutoff is same for male and female candidates. There is no such diversity as such when it comes to gender. So it's going to be same for for a male and for female, unlike CAT, where female candidates do have certain sort of advantage, but here we don't have something like that. And if you're talking about the cutoff for CET, cutoff for JBIMS and for Sydenham, I think cutoff is more or less the same. I mean, for JBIMS, if the cutoff is, let's say, 99.93, I'm assuming it is 99.93. So for Sydenham, it is going to be somewhere around 99.8 plus. So it will hover somewhere in that range, more or less. The difference is going to be of what, 0.1 percentile. But yeah, that's a difference. Correct. So my quants is relatively weak, and what my score down for CAD. Any tips to improve quants in short duration? So see, quants में improve करने के लिए there is no magical tool or anything like that as such. What I would suggest you to do is you can focus on topics. I mean, rather than doing everything, focus on some important topics, master them, and then try to solve some topics which you think that you might not be good at. So for example, let's say um someone is good at arithmetic. Okay, so he should start with arithmetic, and the last topic, if of course the modern math is something that everyone is not comfortable in, so modern math is something that you should take at the end. But my suggestion for you is going to be that you should not leave anything as such, right? I mean, it's my suggestion for everyone that don't leave anything. I mean, at least basics kar lo, because sometimes we never know. From example, for example, if PNC ka easy question पूछ लिया, and if you don't know anything about PNC, then it is not going to be of any help, right? मतलब you cannot even solve anything from that. So at least do some basic concepts from the topic which you might not be that good at, and of course from the topic जिसका आप मतलब जिसके ऊपर आपका hold है, you should definitely practice that topic a lot. And of course, if you are not good at quant, do some smart work rather than hard work. So I mean there are certain topics जिसमें repeatedly questions पूछे जाते हैं. So I want you to do those topics. Of course, I mean as and when we do multiple sessions on YouTube, I'll be talking about such sessions which will help you score, which will help you score at least 25 which will help you solve at least 25 to 30 questions from quants. Let's say 50 marks are quants. I'm assuming this time the number of questions are going to be 15 quants. So at least 20 to 30 questions, at least you'll be able to solve if you are not that good at quant. On a good day, you'll be able to solve 35 to 40 questions as well. So yeah. Uh, okay. I think Ahan, I have already covered the same question, that how to approach maths in the last 2 months. I mean, I think more or less I've covered that. Of course, we are going to cover that in depth in the subsequent sessions. So stay tuned for that. We will definitely be covering those topics in details about how to study for XYZ topics, how to study for XYZ section and all. Okay. So for those who are new in this CET this scenario, I would just like to tell you that there are going to be 4 sections. Okay. So unlike CAT, where we have 3 sections, this time we have 4 sections. So first of all is going to be LRDI, where it's going to be the mix of traditional logic, non-traditional logic, critical reasoning questions. Then we have quants, then we have verbal, and this, like in CET, we have a CET specific topic called as abstract reasoning. They call it as um not virtual, sorry, visual reasoning, not virtual. It's also called as the visual reasoning as well, VR. So that's a new topic. Traditionally, we have 75 questions from LRDI, 50 questions from quants, and 50 from verbal, and then the last 25 questions are going to be from abstract. Here and there, the range will differ, in different slots. I'm hoping this time they have this said number of questions in every slot. Last year, I think in slot 1 or 2, I think they have changed the the number of questions from some sections. So that happened last year. I hope this time it won't happen. But yeah, more or less the number of questions are going to be same from from these different 4 sections. Total 200 marks, 200 questions, and 150 minutes. So at then, if you see, it's going to be a speed game. It's all about speed. And yeah, so that's going to be the pattern. Okay, I wanted to cover one more part which I will be covering at the end. Okay, so hello sir, I'm engineering student. Okay, I think I've missed something. हमारा शुरू में सही हो गया. Okay. Hello sir, I'm engineering student currently in last year. Okay, should I sit for placements or go all in for CAT, or do both the things simultaneously? Exactly, Aditya. My question is, why not to do both the things simultaneously? I mean, if you are, see, my biggest suggestion for you is going to be not only for you, but for others as well who are watching this video or who may watch it later, is going to be always think for a plan B, right? I mean, um, of course, plan B is basically your work experience. That means, uh, just don't just, solely prepare for any non-CAT or CAT exams. Do it along with something else. That means even if you are studying in final year, maybe you can do it along with your studies. Or if at all you're working, you can do it along with your work. Of course, it's going to be very tough for you to do it. To manage both the things simultaneously. But it's always better to have something in your hand so that it's going to be your plan B at the end. So I would suggest you to sit for the placements, get a good placement. If not good, maybe some sort of placements. Oh, I went. Maybe some sort of placements. Even if it is not good, it's better to have that in your hand and then start preparing for different exams like CAT, or for that matter for CET. And maybe then you can take your call. But it's better to have something in your hand. So please do sit for the placements is what I would say. Sir, I scored 96 in CAT. Any top colleges that I can get? I'm a G anyway. Okay. Dhruv, it is, to be very honest, I don't like to sugarcoat this, but it is very difficult for you to get into good colleges. I would say the marks are very good, but of course, you know that you are a gem. So for gem, it's going to be very difficult to get something at 96 plus. You can expect some baby amps ke call. Yeah, baby amps ke call if I'm not wrong, but again, that is not sure. So you better start preparing for the non-CAT exams. Of course, CET is only left, so you can prepare for CET. Otherwise, you can try and give the next attempt, because there are a lot of stories which I know that I mean, in the first year, in the initial year, they've gotten somewhere around 90 percentile, 90 plus percentile, and the next year they were able to get 99 plus percentile. So that is again possibility. You can wait for one more year. Otherwise, the better suggestion is to start preparing for CETs, I would say, because that's there in your hand. And if you can get 96 in, see again, I mean, it's you must know now that there's a lot of difference in difficulty level when it comes to CAT and non-CAT exams. I mean, I'm hoping that you have attempted some exams like SNAP, or for that matter NMAT, and you know that there is a change in LOD when it comes to CAT and non-CAT exam. Of course, the difficulty level will drastically go down, but at the same time, it is going to be more like a speed game altogether. So uh, you know something or odd you'll have to balance, and you'll be able to get that. But the best bet for you right now is going to be CET. If not CET, maybe then next year's CAT is what I would suggest. Okay, but uh, I mean, I'm hopeful that he'll again, your profile is not mentioned, so I'm hoping that you have filled some MDI Gurgaons or SPJIMAS of the world, and you should get some call like that. I'm not sure exactly the calls are out or not, because I'm not in this scenario. But yeah, I hope that you get some call. But I'm not uh, sugarcoating this again. But I hope that you get some good calls. Right now, I don't see in IAMS. Of course, you'll get some baby IAMS calls, but not the new IAMS, or for that matter, the old IAMS. Okay. All right. Next. I'll be appearing for CET. अच्छा, ये पहला वाला था, ठीक है. After 99.9 in CET, what is the process to get admission in JBIMS or SIMSRI? You'll have to fill the CAP form. Okay, so there's this common admission process for CET, for all the CET applicants. You'll have to fill the CAP form, and then the registration will start. Then you'll have to register yourself. Then they will sort of release this, the merit list 1, 2, 3, and accordingly you'll get to know if you are getting it into JBIMS, or for that matter into the second base B school through CET. You'll get to know about that once you fill the registration CAP registration form. Okay, so it's basically that process. They check profiles and GDPI. No, so that's a very good thing when it comes to CET. Okay, CET may we don't have anything like anything like GDPI or anything like a personal interview. Nothing like that. Okay, no GPI, no GDPI, or any group interview or anything like that. In fact, at the same time, they don't even look for your scores, your profile, nothing. It's basically what the score you'll get in CET that basically decides your fate, if you are getting the college or not. Okay, so it's all about a score in CET, or for that matter in CMAT, and that's all. No GDPI, nothing. They don't even check your profiles. Uh, Profile will be checked in a specific condition where you are, when you have a tie of your score with some other candidate. If you both of you have the same, same score in the entrance exam, then they will have a look at your 12th marks first, and then 10th, and so on and so forth. So in that case only they will look at this. But otherwise, if you get 99.99, I don't think there is going to be any issue. So yeah, that's it. Next. Uh, da, 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 da. Sir, I have a Snap College call. I got 95 percentile, but I am not focusing on GPA. I'm focusing on CET for GBMS. Uh, so I'm assuming, Deku, that at 95 percentile you don't have the SCMHRD or SIBM calls. That I'm assuming. Okay. So if you have some lower Simbi college call, I would suggest you to at least give it a try, attempt GPI. Okay. Because we never know what's going to happen in CET, right? So better prepare for CET. Not that you should not prepare for CET. Prepare for CET, but at least have something in your hand. That's what I call as plan B. I always talk about that. So at least have something in your hand. Don't solely focus on preparing for CET, because it's anyways going to be more or less after 70-75 days. So you have pretty much amount of time in your hand. I would suggest you to prepare for GPI and simultaneously prepare for CET. Once the GPI is over, then start solely preparing for CET. Maybe 4-5 hours a day you can spend for that. So this is my suggestion. Okay. Most repeated variety of topics of questions asked in CET पे video बना दो. Cool, Dhruv. We will do that. I mean, these are the suggestions that I was looking for. Now that I got the suggestions, I think we'll definitely work on that. Okay. Hello, Abhishek sir. Hi. Um, so how to increase speed and score while attempting mocks? Oh, that's a very good question, Shubham. So for this, what you have to do is you'll have to practice a lot of questions. So first of all, it's not that if you're solving first mock, it's not intuitive, right? You'll have to practice a lot of questions. You'll have to practice a lot of mocks, and eventually the speed will increase. ठीक है, स्टार्टिंग में ही अगर आपको अगर सब चीजें अच्छे से समझ में आ रही है एंड सब चीजें एकदम मतलब लाइंड अप है तो उससे कुछ फायदा नहीं है, राइट? आई मीन मजा भी नहीं आएगा कुछ रादर. सो इट्स अ वेरी व्हाट टू से, इट्स अ वेरी ग्रेजुअल प्रोसेस. ठीक है, एकदम से स्पीड नहीं बढ़ेगा, वो प्रैक्टिस से ही बढ़ने वाला है. बट अगेन आई वुड से start solving at least 5 questions from quants, at least 5 questions from logical reasoning, at least 5 questions from from your non-verbal reasoning. ये सब start कर दो and eventually speed math भी start कर दो. एटलीस्ट मल्टीप्लीकेशन एडिशन डिवीजन ये सब चीजें करो, इवेंचुअली ये स्कोर इंक्रीज होगा. आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट स्कोर, सॉरी. इवेंचुअली द स्पीड विल इंक्रीज. ठीक है. सो या, it's a very gradual process, trust me. I'm getting 100 marks in CET. How to improve my CET score? Oh, so Yashraj, this for this now I have a very interesting story. So I remember in my first CET mock, when I attempted it in year 2021. I mean, year 2021 is my first CET. Okay, so I attempted CET in 2021, 2022, and 2023. So 2021 mein when I started preparing, of course in 2020 I started preparing for that, and when I attempted my first mock, my score was 96. So I was very happy that without even any preparation or anything, I got 96. And it was again with all the flukes. ठीक है, तो ऐसे भी नहीं था कि it was without fluke. With all the flukes and everything, I got 96 and I was very happy. So I mean, later on I got to know that 96 is nothing, but that's what I'm saying. Even if you are getting 100 right now, it's very good score. ठीक है, eventually the score will increase. You should set some targets, right? So for example, CET is going to happen after 70 days. So you should try and set those goals for you, that in the next 15 days my score should increase by 10 marks. In the next 15 days my score should, after 30 days the score should increase by 20 marks, let's say. This is how you should keep targets for yourself and the goals for yourself, so that you can check and track your progress. So yeah, right now anything that you get, it's not a bad score at all. Okay, be it 50, be it 60, be it 100, it's not a bad score at all, trust me. Okay. um Sir, I missed MDI form filled IFT. Okay. um got cap am calls, I knew it. 254 on CMAT, 87. Wait. So 254 on CMAT, 87 ZAT, 78 CAT, 91 SNAP. Got tier 2 calls. Okay, so I think you're preparing for the CAT exam from long. So I think your basics are at place. Now what you should do is you should start solving your mocks. And at the same time, you should also be looking for some shortcut tricks, because at the end, these short tricks are going to save a lot of your time, and this will definitely help you a lot. Okay. So I think your focus should be on the mocks, and at the same time to solve the same question in lesser amount of time. Is there any category based cutoff for admission in JB, CET based colleges like? Yes, Pranav. So there are going to be different categories. For open category, as far as I know, out of 120 seats, I'm not exactly sure. I think 78 or 90 odd seats or 62 seats. Exactly, I'm not sure. But yeah, the category is going to be there. For OBC, I think there are 18 seats reserved. For SC category, I think there are 5 to 6 seats reserved. I'm not sure, but as it's the government college, the seats are going to be there, right? Just give me a minute, guys. Oh, I'm sorry, I was on mute. So, guys, what we can do is we can have such sessions. I mean, I had a hard stop at 12. So, what we can do is I can see that there are a lot of questions. I'll try my best to answer the questions in comment section. Otherwise, what we can do is we can have this sort of sessions regularly. I'll also be having, I'll also be there in the weekdays, available in the weekdays as well. So, we'll definitely do that. So, yeah, as of now, we'll stop, but definitely we'll try to be there often from now onwards, and we'll try to chit chat about CET. And also, I have some plans about, some shortcut tricks as well. So, we will definitely be sharing with you. So, yeah, for now, we'll stop. Okay, so just like करना session को, and I hope you liked it. So, yeah, we'll catch up soon. Bye bye.